Okay, so today we are going to try to open up the Pepsi box trailer thing. It was the back of a Pepsi truck, and he converted it to be kind of a storage container. Let me walk you around this thing. So he created this one big kind of door on it. As you can see, it used to have the sort of slide open doors that pretty much all, soda trucks have. And he converted it into kind of a box storage unit. You can see it's got two of the lock boxes on it, plus the padlock. He put this kind of counterweight on it, so it's a little bit easier to open. One thing that concerns me is he's got this flat trailer parked sort of up against it. I got about a 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet of room, so I'm not sure if the door will actually open or not. Harold was good at sliding things up next to his buildings so that you can't really get into it. Don't know what we're going to find in here. I think my mom says it might be a motorcycle, but first thing I need to do is cut off both those locks and then see if we can find a key to that padlock, so that we'll have something to lock it up with after it's done, or after I've got the locks off. You can see it's good size container, so who knows what he has in here. Let's just kind of look around at the corpses. It looks like there's a lock right here. It's the bottom to it. I don't know why he didn't have that working anymore. These both have, wow, had the combination, but he locked that one up. What is that? Huh, he actually welded the ends of those boxes so you can't even get to the combination lock anymore. So how was he supposed to open this? That's really weird. He's got the chain here. That's so odd. So you can't actually even get to the combination locks because he's welded the caps on. So you'd have to cut off the caps to get. So he must really be concerned about whatever's inside there. Here's one block that he tried to cut through, but didn't quite cut through the whole thing. But we'll just count that as a corpse. There's another corpse down there that he found, or that he cut off. I wonder if there's any more on the other side. Let's see if there's any on the other side over here. Any block corpses? I don't see any, just a bunch of kind of random junk over here. Transmissions and goodness knows what. So, all right, let's get going. Okay, that one works. Yes. Ha 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 ha! Got it. This has to open, and that one has to open. Oh. Well. With the door partially opened, I was able to squeeze in and finally see the mess inside. As usual, the place was a disorganized mess, with junk mixed with stuff that might be valuable. The problem was I couldn't open the door all the way. First of all, you got this trailer pushed up all the way to the end there. Now I've gotten the locks off of there and I've been able to get into it, but I can't get into it all the way. I need to open that door completely so I can actually go through it and see what's in there. So what did Harold do? Well, first of all, he parked this thing so that you can't open that door all the way. Okay, good. Then what did he do? Well, then he ran a chain through the wheel. You can see that, and it's wrapped around the axle. So I need to get that chain off before I can move it at all. What else did he do? Well, you can see that there's another set of leaf springs right there. There was an axle there at one time, and he took that axle out. Okay, left that tire on there, took that axle out. Now, why would he do that? Well, let's just kind of move around to the other side here and see what we're looking at. Well, now we've got the end of that axle right there. So he took the hub as well as the wheel off that axle, took the other axle out, so that just to really make it a pain in the ass for anybody to move this thing and get it out of the way. Now, if that wasn't good enough, then he took and he put that stock trailer that we moved, parked it right here, so that way even if you got wheels on the axles and got the chain off, you still couldn't get it out until you move that white trailer. So that's what I'm dealing with, and that's what we're going to do today. So the first things first, I'm going to cut off the chain on that wheel, and then I'm just going to use a come along and tow it, because I really only have to tow it about 2 feet, maybe something like that. But I'll tow it about a couple of feet and get it out from in front of that trailer, so that we can then get into it and try to figure out what the hell is in that. Okay. Got it open. Let's see what we got in here. More stuff than you can shake a stick at. Alright, so I saw these already. It's like a welder right here, another welder right there. Yet another broken lawnmower. But looks like there's a Craftsman lawnmower right there. Back of a motorcycle. There's a BMW right there, but I don't think it's put together. Alright, this is funny because you know what the reward is for getting that trailer out of the way? Finding the other axle right here. Well, at least I got that now. What else we got in here? It's like a drive shaft, or an axle rather. Just a bunch of other stuff. And plywood. That's $45 a sheet, man. Could retire with what's up there. Just all kinds of stuff back to the end there. It's hard to tell if it's just more crap or if it's actually anything worthwhile other than these welders. It's even hard to say on the motorcycles because you can see the BMW is torn apart. You can see the handlebars right there. So that thing's in pieces, of course. That one though, that's a Yamaha Virago, I think. God knows what its story is. And this kind of makes me nervous here. All this stuff. So I found the bill of sale on a dirt bike, and now we find parts to the dirt bike. So hopefully he didn't tear that apart, but knowing him, he did. I swear. To really get any of the stuff out of there, I figured I'd have to move the flatbed out more. So I went about putting on the hub and the wheel on the other side. Luckily, we also sold the silver wannabe Airstream for about $1,000, so that was out of the way too. And with the flatbed trailer finally moved also, I had enough room to really get all the stuff out of the Pepsi truck. Though getting in still wasn't that easy. Finally, I went to work, clearing out trash, junk, rubbish, debris, car parts, and other crap that Harold thought was valuable. As it turned out, some of it was. I found these two welders immediately. They were both made by Miller, were both large, professional wire welders. One of them had a new wire gun. Both of them also had the prices he paid for them. And just to make sure that if someone got past the flatbed trailer with only one chained wheel, no axle or hub, the white stock trailer, the two lock boxes, and then the padlock, he had the friggin' welders chained to each other. So of course, I had to cut that off to move them. But as it turned out, we were able to sell them for $2,800 at auction, which is what he paid for just one of them, actually. Harold also bought a 1996 BMW R1100 RT. These were made from 1996 to 2001 and were the premier large touring bike that BMW made. They featured a smooth, balanced ride with its famous twin boxer engine. He bought it in 2012 for $5,000 that he put on my mom's credit card. Unfortunately, it no longer looked like this. It looked like this. Harold bought it, immediately tore it apart to change the clutch, realized he didn't know what the hell he was doing, and then left it like this. I haven't even started to figure out what to do with this thing yet. I also found another motorcycle. He bought a 1996 Yamaha Virago in 2002. That too was torn apart and not running. I found this Craftsman riding lawnmower. Sadly, there was so much junk on top of it and around it, it was also in really bad shape. There was, as usual, lots of tools and a few items worthwhile. One of the coolest finds was this 1960s mini bike frame. This is an MTD Trail Flight, pretty much complete but missing the engine. These are actually pretty collectible, and in its condition, like this, can sell for about $1,000. I wanted one of these so badly when I was a kid. It was almost like Harold bought this just to mock me. Anyway, this one isn't being sold yet. It'll be restored and featured in another video in the future. All in all, the Pepsi truck was a mix of great finds and sad disappointments, as usual. We're still trying to figure out how to best monetize the BMW for my mom, and we also have to get rid of some other items that might be valuable as well. But for now, we'll consider this one complete. In the next episode, I tackle the trashiest of the trash vehicles. This old bus we call the Night Flight. So join us for that next time on Harold's Estate. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share so you never miss one of the treasure hunts.